The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Play fake. Cousins.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Cousins here going to change the play. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson at the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Cousins.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looking for Christian Watson that time.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll change things up.
At the Falcons' 19-yard line.
Ready?
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 13-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Able to power through. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Love, they go play action now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick rushing partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Check, strike. Ready?
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Here's Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Play action this time with Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. That's taken in by Watson. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Ready.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, Love to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun. Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Holstrom. Ready.
They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Robinson with another carry. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, Cousins.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Black Ultra.
Following the interception, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Packers 1st down.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
And now Love going to change things up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Throw left side is complete to Reed. Touchdown!
Jaden Reed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Cousins. And for the third time here in this half, it's it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. A first down throw for Cousins. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
47-yard line.
Cousins on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Bring up 48. Two.
Throwing is Cousins. Looking deep here for Mooney. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 24. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hey, Steamer!
On 3rd down, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ready.
First down, Love to pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offense as his mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Ready.
Love now. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, Partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Right side to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Cousins now to throw on first down. And complete to Drake London. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
The gain of 7 brings them second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. The 20, 5, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around. Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
To throw is Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, Love.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be Falcon football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Here's a screen for Robinson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, 382, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Here's Cousins. Now he's free at the 35. And finally marked down at the 23. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Cousins to throw. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Black. Zebra. Good routes here.
Cousins. He's got his man, London, right side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Lucky 48.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Here's Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
On the set. Set.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,